It's 8:32. Millennials are finally starting to buy houses. They're in their early 20s to mid 30s and ready to move out of their parents' basements, right? What's caused this shift in habits in the largest group of consumers in the market today? Well, with the answer, real estate expert John Adams. He's here. What's up, man?
Working hard.
Working hard. All right, so let's start with what is job growth? What does that play into the role of millennials starting to get into this market?
This is a big deal, Buck, because we're talking about a lot of people. Remember, this Gen Y is even bigger than the baby boom. So we're talking about a huge number of people that basically for about 8 years were out of the market. They just wouldn't proceed. And the entire real estate market needs those entry-level people to help other people move up the ladder, and they just weren't there, and it stalled the market. Finally, we're beginning to see these millennials coming back in. They are now seeing good, strong job growth. And I think more than any single factor, it's the economy. If you don't have the money, you don't have the money.
Right.
You don't want to live in your parents' basement, but you do. And it's cheap.
Yeah.
Not only that, mom does the clothes.
And the cooking maybe, too.
That's right. That's right.
But so we're talking about, what kind of numbers are we talking about in this millennial age range when we're talking about new buyers?
Get this. Half of all buyers now are under age 36.
Wow.
And half of all sellers are under 41. So we're really seeing a shift in demographics here, something we've been looking for a long time. This is a very good sign.
Let's talk about strategies and making perhaps more than one offer. This has kind of become the norm, hasn't it? Why is that?
It really has. It's simply because there's so much competition now. Obviously, this generation really likes to live in midtown, downtown, urban areas. The problem is those areas have become increasingly popular and prices have soared. So it's just not unusual. For example, in our newsroom, our own Katie Muse.
Oh, calling her out, Katie.
Yep. Katie, there she is. She made 3 offers on the same house before they finally got it.
Same house, okay.
And 24% of buyers in this group are making 3 or more offers. So it's just not unusual. The days of going in, making an offer, and being done, that's not happening much.
Let's talk about money, about down payment, size. We're talking about dual incomes.
Yeah,
how much that helps.
Buck, a lot of it has to do with the income. Of course, we know that in terms of getting qualified for a loan. But the key here is about 60% of renters make less than $50,000 a year. This is in contrast to home buyers who on average make $87,500. So if you've got dual income, no kids, they're saving a lot, putting money aside, they're in a much stronger position than somebody who's coming at it with just a minimum down payment and maybe they're just barely able to get by.
This number's staggering to me. First-time home buyers this year, we're talking about how many?
3 million.
Wow.
And that's going to last a while. If we can for several years see a $2.5 to $3 million home formation over a multi-year period, that's going to have a strong impact on residential real estate, especially here in the capital of the South where we expect some strong economic growth.
We're about out of time here. If you could tie a bow on it and just conclude, what's the message here?
Well, the good news is there are beginning to be some loan programs available, so look into that. We'll be talking about that during our Facebook chat. And the bottom line here is if you're in the market to buy a house, now is the time to do it.
It's amazing how long these rates have stayed the slowest.
You're not kidding. It's,
right.
It's tremendous.
And you're going to stick around, right?
1 hour.
All right. John Adams will be here for the next hour to answer all of your real estate questions. You definitely want to take advantage of that. You can do it on our Fox 5 Atlanta Facebook page. It's 8:36 coming up on Good Day Atlanta. Yoga.